Yo, what's going on YouTube? I am Germ here. For the past couple days, I've been traveling. I got sick. We had all these different kinds of craziness going on, but today we are finally back, hopefully with some consistent videos over the next couple days. Today I spent the whole morning just kind of going over the Paris market, looking at everything that's been going on and trying to make sense of it all, trying to figure out, what so far has been the best investments and what that can maybe tell us about what the best investments or the best strategy is going to be going forward. So that's the plan for today. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on everything as well. But first up, finally, our capsule prices are starting to go down and starting to get to their normal prices. Obviously, the sale started on June 22nd, but then things were still, unmarketable for 7 days. So even though the sale had started where capsules were 25 cents across the board, they still weren't 25 cents on different marketplaces and stuff. But we do finally see them getting down to those prices. You can click on any capsule right now and you can kind of see that, prices are around 27, 28, 27, 26 sometimes. I haven't really seen a time where they've been 25 cents or below yet. You can see here there's a ton of going to be a ton of orders, for people trying to buy them at 24, 23, 22 cents. So it's really going to be hard for those prices to drop into those areas, but again, I do expect the sale to last around 2 months. So who knows? Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks from now, we see a lot of fatigue start happening in the market where we do start seeing prices drop below 25 cents. Obviously, being able to scoop up anything below 25 cents is going to be a really good deal. You're probably going to see some good returns in that in the long term. But I really do think even just buying straight from Valve right now at 25 cents is going to be a very, very good pickup, very sound investment. But just wanted to go over this. But if we take a look at the sticker market in general, I'm just looking at team stickers today because I do think that historically, I've been talking about this, that team stickers are where the money's at. Team stickers are the good investments. Yes, there are some random autographs that kind of break out every year, but for the most part, the average autograph does not perform very well. Even some of the good autographs do not perform very well, especially during the sale. Maybe over time, autographs are where it's at, but during the sales, team stickers are where a lot of the money is to be made. And so far, looking at the different kinds of item classes and stuff, glitters are not really doing that great. First of all, most stickers in Paris in general, they had the sale, they had this price before the sale. Then on the day the sale started, June 22nd, everything crashed down. Now, most items have started to rebound since June 22nd, but for the most part, items are still below where they were before the sale started. Now, there are some items that are actually above the prices before the sale, which is pretty crazy. But for the most part, things crashed on June 22nd and have slowly been rising up. So I think the best way to look at things is kind of how far they crashed on that day of June 22nd and then how far things have rebounded since then. And again, you have to remember that it's all percentage based, obviously, because the exact dollar amounts or cents or whatever don't really matter because you're able to buy more of cheaper stuff and you're able to get less of more expensive stuff. So you have to keep everything in mind in terms of percentages. So far, glitters have been doing okay. We can look at like the Mouse glitter, which has actually been performing quite well. This thing dropped from $1.18 before the sale to 62 cents during the sale, which is a pretty big drop. But since that day of June 22nd, where it was 62 cents, it's actually back up to around 95 cents right now. So that's a nice little like 50% gain from 62 to around 95. So again, in the last, I don't know, what is that, like 10 days or something, the Mouse glitter is up around 50% if you were able to buy these things at the bottom. Now, obviously, if you bought this before the sale started, this isn't doing so good. But even if you bought it between when the sale started and now, it's every day it's just been going up a little bit. I don't know if that's going to continue because, again, I still do believe that sometime over the next couple weeks, I do think we're going to see prices start to regress because I think there was a lot of excitement when the sale first started about people wanting to pump all their money into it and finally unleash all their funds and buy all this stuff up. And I think that's going to teeter out, and I think people opening so many capsules is going to flood the market with supply. I think prices are still going to drop over time. I'm still being patient. I still haven't bought any Paris stickers just yet. But so far, like I said, things have been going pretty well. And glitters have been doing okay. The Mouse glitter has really been a big standout. Other than that, a lot of the other top glitters, Monty's actually the second most expensive glitter right now, hasn't really been that crazy. This thing went from 94 cents all the way down to 42. It's up to about 51 right now, which, what is that? That's like a 25% gain or something. So like that, I mean, it's not bad, but, it's nothing insane. I mean, it's still 25% in 10 days. It's pretty crazy, but, it hasn't been killing it and it hasn't really rebounded back to the previous pre-sale prices or anything. We have the 9 glitter, which went from 43 cents to around 57. So again, same type of stuff there. If you've bought glitters, or if you bought glitters on June 22nd, if you got some of the top ones, you're probably doing okay, but definitely nothing insane. Golds, it looks like, have not been doing that good. I know we have the Mouse Gold, which actually has been doing quite well. The Mouse Gold is one of the few Paris items above its pre-sale prices. Went from $38.95 down to $22.65, now sitting at around $41. So I mean, it's almost doubled since it's the drop during the sale. Like I said, it is above its $38.95 price. So the Mouse Gold has done quite well. But if you look at some of the other top golds, if I remember correctly, there's really not that much to talk about. Apex, kind of dropped and it's been pretty flat. Nothing to see there. We have the G2 Gold, which, dropped during the sale and has been pretty flat. Golds are just weird. They're not very liquid. They don't have a lot of data. They don't get a lot of sales. So golds have not been that good. It seems like overall glitters have been better than gold so far. If we look at some papers, again, the Mouse paper is really the only paper to talk about. Most papers are just like 3 cents right now. Papers have been getting crushed. And the Mouse paper, not really anything too different. It was at 23 cents, crashed down to 10, and it's at 13 right now, which again isn't bad. Going from 10 to 13 is good. It's still like a 30% gain in a couple of days. But yeah, I mean, it just, like I said, if you bought it like 20 cents or 17 cents or 23 cents, it's overall not doing that good. But the most exciting stuff going on right now, and what you should be focusing on, what is going to be the best investment for people during the sale anyway. It's going to be capsules, and it's going to be Team Hollows. Team Hollows have actually been pretty interesting so far, and if we actually sort by the prices and everything, you can see some of the cheapest ones, the ones that are very, very cheap is like Ents, Bad News Eagles, Greyhound. Some people saying Greyhound might be one of the more underrated ones. We can look at the Greyhound graph real quick. It was around $2 before the sale, crashed down to $1.24. It's up to like $1.58. So again, slowly been going up, but nothing too crazy there. The performance hasn't been that great. Into the Breach down here pretty low. This was $2.23 before the sale. Didn't really crash that much, only down to $1.50, and it's all the way back up to $2.20. So, Into the Breach almost back to where it started pre-sale. So, this hasn't had much effect on Into the Breach hollows just yet. But then if we start to look at some of the top stuff, this is where things start to get a little bit insane, a little bit crazy if this will ever load. We can see the top one right now is the Mouse Hollow. And the Mouse Hollow, if I remember correctly, yes, has been doing very good. This is, again, one of the few items that is above its pre-sale prices. Pre-sale prices around $13.62, drops down to $8.97. And this thing's at $17.98 so far. So if you bought this thing on this start of the sale, it has almost doubled in price in the last 10 days. So Mouse investors definitely rejoicing. This has been a huge W for the Mouse Hollow so far, but this has not been the best investment. This has not been the best pick. What has been from what I've seen, the best Paris investment so far has been the Apex Hollow. This thing is absolutely killing it right now. Pre-sale prices was around $8.50, $8.70, 60 cents, whatever you want to call it. Crashed down to $4.33. This thing almost got cut in half. This is honestly one of the bigger crashes that I've seen as well. I think a lot because this item has had a lot of hype. We've seen a lot of talk of this thing on social media, Twitter, YouTube, all over the place, of people with big fan bases really liking it or really enjoying it, maybe even pumping it to some extent. This thing got cut in half, and since then it's exploded. Since June 22nd, we are now at around $12. This thing has tripled in price since the start of the sale. Now, I don't know. So far, it's been the best Paris investment. Will it continue to be the best Paris investment going forward? Is it a little bit overrated? Is this a good price to buy it at right now? I don't know. Like I said, it's the best performing right now, and so far the market has it as the second best Paris Hollow. And is it the second best Paris Hollow? I don't know. Some other ones that have been doing good so far, it seems like, Nine, Fnatic, Fluxo, Gamer Legion has actually, if I remember, has been doing pretty well. It crashed down to $3.81. It's up to like $6 now. So, I mean, there's been a lot of Paris Hollows that have doubled since the beginning of the sale. And the next couple weeks and the next couple months are going to be so interesting for all these stickers because are the prices just going to keep going up? As supplies increase, are they going to start to fade down a little bit? Like I said, I'm still in the camp that thinks over the next couple weeks, things will start to slow down. Things will start to come down a little bit. I don't think it makes sense that the Apex Hollow has tripled in the last 10 days. I don't think that right now is a great buying opportunity for the Apex Hollow. I don't think right now is the cheapest Apex Hollow price that we're going to see in the next 2 months. But this could cost me. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. These prices could continue to skyrocket and I can miss out on gains, or I could end up getting in on very, very, very bad prices. I'm not sure. But again, I think one of the best investment sayings is it's better to be late than to be wrong. So I do still want to just kind of wait it out, because the last couple majors, the best time to buy has never been in the first couple weeks. It's always been, a couple weeks later. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm just kind of continuing to monitor things. But so far, the Apex Hollow, for everything that I can see, is an insane investment. It's been the best opportunity. Is that going to continue? I'm not sure. The market loves it. I'm not sure that it's the second best sticker in this set. I'm not sure that it deserves these current price levels. I'm not sure that it's going to continue to, like, is it way better than Fnatic? Is it way better than Fluxo? Is it way better than Furia? I don't know. Is it this comparable to Mouse? I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait and see. But so far, Apex Hollow and its investors are doing quite well. But this is the Paris market update from everything that I was able to find this morning. Hopefully, catch you guys in the next one. Pretty much it for this one. Peace.